Everybody, the Knick Season 2, Episode 2, You're No Rose, and Episode 3, The Best with the Best to Get the Best. Robert and Alonso, the best aren't here. No, I'm kidding. Ben and John are elsewhere, but we have 2 shows to fill up here. Thak's back.
Thak is back.
And cured, but not.
And pretending very well so far.
Yes.
Pretending that he's cured.
He's the new Nurse Jackie.
Yeah. And I guess we're led to believe that the spur to this new falling off the wagon thing is this prostitute at the hall that he meets who gets him kind of like excited about like what speedballs.
Speedballing,
yeah, basically. Yeah.
So
well,
that and of course, and now he can all chalk everything up to research.
Right. God, that's true.
He's investigating the causes of addiction. Yes. So.
Yes.
Which means in this most recent episode, autopsying a fellow addict. I don't know what that's going to yield exactly, but
I know. And that line was so funny that that wouldn't trust you guys with fucking aspirin. Was that it?
Yeah.
That was.
Thak now knows about God, you're right. We do Algernon. Thank you.
Algernon's eye thing, right?
Algernon's eye thing.
No, they're still chummy, which is nice. Although it's just so funny that even when Thackeray is chummy with somebody, he just comes off like an asshole, but like an asshole that you find fascinating. And
sure,
it is kind of the great thing about Clive Owen's performance is that whatever mode he's in,
he's a magnetic.
Exactly. And so I was a little worried when Gallinger showed up and that maybe he would kind of fall into some old. But no, he had that great line with Gallinger about about jealousy and ambition. It's like you're spending time with him. A whiny little moment.
And
Gallinger,
I have to say, is making teeny tiny steps toward progress. When he's in that surgery when they're removing the tumor with Algernon, and he basically tells him, "No, this is how you're going to do it." He does it.
Yeah, but he doesn't know. But he doesn't know the real reason he's being asked to do it. Is Algernon is afraid of doing things that he won't be able to do because of his eye. But and then Gallinger's wife, those teeth are so horrifying. You actually feel for her so intensely that of course why would you want to go out in public looking like that?
No, and drawn and ashen as she is in general, So and that whole crazy med school reunion, then which leads to
the eugenics
conversation,
which you still even though how Gallinger feels, you still hope that he would chime in with something to defend, because he's worked with Algernon, he knows how good he is ultimately, but no, he just has that look in his eye I believe this too, I think.
You're on to something, Anthony Rapp.
Right.
We were just saying, very Broadway episode between, you've got Anthony Rapp as the eugenics guy, Andrew Rannells on the construction site, and Stephen Spinella turning up as creepy Southern preacher.
I know.
And creepy he is.
Replacing her sexual daddy with her real daddy.
And even more abusive.
And I it only took one episode after introducing him for him to be
beating her with a belt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No.
Meanwhile,
but we have an actual murder investigation.
Oh, that's true. Yes, the whole Spate thing, and he was one of my favorite characters.
I know that was interesting. That was a curveball.
Kind of sad to see him go. But she is not letting that go.
So. No. I like the way this show connects characters, and obviously Cornelia, was familiar with the ambulance driver, but now they get to work together and digging up a grave. And she enlists Algernon to help her, and so it has this kind of has this kind of murder mystery Scooby feel to it.
A bit, yeah. But but it's weird that her connections though are obviously for very other reasons that aren't just about the goings on at the Knick and her concern for the well-being of others necessarily. And boy, she is looking to rekindle with with Algernon. It's like, lady, you're married now. It was scandalous enough before in 1901, but
and he's married too.
As we come to find out, right?
Yeah. That was
surprise.
Yeah. But what do we think is going on with that particular relationship that makes it so hard for him to have her there?
I don't know. I don't know if, is it one of those things where she got him drunk and he woke up and had a marriage license?
I don't know.
Like he somehow is in this relationship under duress because he does not seem happy about it.
Yeah, but he's also somebody who has to go out and get into fights. So,
True.
Yeah, that seemed worrisome.
Yeah. Oh my God. And this, I know we talk about this all the time, but the show looks so great. when
when they go to Huber's?
when Bernie takes the reporter from Colliers to Genevieve, aka was it Esther? What was her name?
Oh, Cohn, Esther Cohn, maybe.
Esther Cohn, yeah. That was just so gorgeously lit. And
it's so fun that we get though a kind of female journalist, like a Nellie Bly type character. That's exciting actually.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And then the whole thing with the wrestlers, and here's why performance enhancing drugs don't always work. Sometimes they kill you.
They're really throwing out a lot of stuff this season. It's almost seeming like too much. They really should. I'm hoping some of these storylines really kind of coalesce. And get focused. But I mean, between like evangelism and a murder mystery and drug addiction,
the construction of the new building,
and there is a lot going on right now, and they should probably focus a bit more as these episodes go on. Hopefully.
I mean, I trust this crew, so I mean, we'll see where it goes. You're right; they're putting a lot of lines in the water, but
it's still kind of unclear to me exactly how the corruption thing works with the building and Barrow and what he's up to.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a little unclear to me.
It's always no good. That's as much as I've got. And the Rose trial. So.
Oh my God, that's right. Yeah.
There's a lot happening. Not Rose, rather, I should say, the Sister Harriet. So we're off to another great season, and we will be caught up for next week, I promise. See you then.